There it is.
Happy Friday. And the last Friday of August, by the way.
That's true. Happy last Friday of August. We're going to get into that, too, in a few minutes. Already I'm starting and I'm getting, morning.
Choked up about the whole show. There's so many good things. Like, I have a new baby thanks to Curt.
Wait, what?
I know.
All right. Also, a tasty new beverage just in time for Labor Day. It features Gatorade. And this is an adult beverage. We're in bad shape. We're going to go over the names for your plants. Our friend Lori, who has 55 plants, got that all started yesterday, saying, yeah, what are the names for your plants? And you shared some. We'll get to that. And finally,
it's Fun Fact Friday. You might learn a little something. I do.
Favorite day of the week.
Every Friday, I learn something new.
Okay. Well, as you just mentioned, this weekend marks the end of August. Monday will be September. And this is where we say, already?
September 1st is on Sunday.
Hard to believe.
Seriously, where did the summer go? I know technically we still have some more weeks of summer, but really back to school is upon many already.
Yep.
So many people back to school already.
So what do we have to look forward to in September? You're thinking, I'm done with August. Let's get into September.
Are you ready for some football?
The NFL season kicks off next Sunday, right?
Next Thursday with the Chiefs.
All right, of course,
hosting the Ravens, and the next day the Packers play. But when, really, we should have looked up and we didn't, when the Hawks are playing. I mean, they've been playing preseason games for sure, but.
Right. That's our Seahawks, by the way. You have to be specific for people that don't live here.
That's true.
When I moved here, since I went to Iowa, the Hawkeyes are, and say all these bumper stickers for Go Hawks. It's like, are they just Iowa fans? Like, no.
And don't forget about college football.
I'm not forgetting about it. This is getting started as well. How about the Paralympic Games?
Yeah, they're going on right now through the 8th.
Mm-hmm.
And you can watch that on NBC.
Yep, it's right there in Paris, just like the other Olympics were.
Also, the U.S. Open through September 9th.
Okay. Beetlejuice sequel, Beetlejuice, hits theaters on Wednesday. How cool is that, by the way?
I'm excited about that.
Isn't everybody?
It hits theaters on Wednesday, and isn't the character Wednesday playing Beetlejuice?
Jenna Ortega, who is from Wednesday, is playing Lydia Dietz's daughter, I think, or niece.
Something in the new Beetlejuice movie.
Okay.
Which opens on Wednesday.
There you go.
That's a lot of Wednesdays.
You can also see Transformers 1 out on September 20th. There is the Francis Ford Coppola epic sci-fi drama Megalopolis, also out on September 27th.
The Wild Robot, also out on the 27th. I wonder if that's an animated thing or
Looks
no.
like it is.
I don't know.
If it's an actual wild robot, then I'm kind of
scared.
Dancing with the Stars is back. New season of Dancing with the Stars. The Voice, America's Got Talent.
It's basically all the shows are kicking off their new seasons. Okay. Many shows are kicking off their new season.
Grey's Anatomy. I didn't even know that was still on.
I didn't either.
If you would have asked me, didn't that wrap up like years ago?
Yeah. The Golden Bachelorette.
Is that the Bachelorette for people of a certain age?
Yes.
Okay.
And I will mention that there is a guy from Seattle in it. He's one of the bachelors. So that's kind of fun.
We had the premiere of the Batman spinoff series, The Penguin, on HBO.
Ooh, that could be good.
In September as well. And then are you looking forward to the first day of fall? You're not.
Well, I know you are because you'll be dancing naked under the moon.
Well, there is that.
Right?
That's important to do on the autumnal equinox, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You're not looking forward to it. Finally, we have some holidays in September, starting with
Monday, Labor Day.
So hopefully you're getting into a 3-day weekend here, right?
There's Labor Day. That's the only official holiday this month. But then there's Beer Lovers Day. There's Stand Up to Cancer Day. There's all those national days that you can look up on.
And there's a Friday the 13th in September, too.
Oh.
Yeah, the 13th of September is a Friday. Yay.
Okay.
As you like to say.
There's also Talk Like a Pirate Day, which I really am terrible at.
Well, I don't think you have to be good at Talk Like a Pirate Day to actually talk like a pirate.
Can't wait for that. That's on the 19th.
Yes, September, here we come, right?
Okay, let me tell you about my new baby. I want you to meet my new baby, and Curt, it's all thanks to you.
Well,
and get your mind out of the gutter.
Again, the people that are not watching this or just listening, we have to be descriptive.
I will. I have a box. I have this white fancy box in my hand, and when I open it up,
what's inside?
Is a beautiful new glassy baby.
See, the baby she was talking about was a glassy baby.
This is the new Seahawks. They come out, so Glassy Baby comes out with a new Seahawks Glassy Baby every football season.
Yeah. That's
Well,
right.
for the past 12 years. This is its 12th. So,
Okay.
the significance of 12 with the Seahawks. It's so beautiful. It's green, it's white, it's blue. And
I'll do
it's
a close-up
in
for those
all
watching.
in all its glory.
Oh.
Awesomeness. I was not one of the first 50 people
What does that mean?
they were running this contest. Okay, I'm a little ticked about it.
Uh-oh.
So I was kind of excited, but instead of it actually being a contest, it was kind of a contest. It was the first 50 people to post a little something or send them a little something, a little video, right? Had to be 45 seconds or less. What I didn't read is you could only qualify to enter this contest if you purchased this new one.
So you had to purchase it first.
You had to purchase it first and show proof of purchase, which is either in the video or if you bought it online, you could attach the receipt.
Okay.
And you had to have all 12 of the Seahawks ones, and I don't have all 12, so I'm like, oh, all right, well, I got disqualified. I probably wasn't one of the first 50 anyway, but this requiring a purchase for a contest, I don't know if that's on the up and up, but maybe
Aren't
the
there
same
rules with the
online
state
rules don't
about-
apply.
It's like lottery rules and stuff. If you had to purchase something to I don't know. Are we calling out Glassy Baby?
I kind of am, and I really love them. But I was really like, that is not fair that I cannot participate if I
Yeah.
haven't bought this and I don't have all 12. I have a lot of freaking Glassy Babies.
Let's go back to how much you like this. Let's make this a happy story. See, look at
Okay,
that.
yeah, I love it. It does bring me a lot of joy. And the reason it's because of Curt Cruz and Dana,
that's right, yeah.
actually, is
We gave
because
you a
I
gift
finally
card.
used my gift card.
We could go back
I
and
found
forth
the
every
very
year
special one.
with gift cards for Glassy Baby, and that would be it for eternity, I guess.
I love them so much.
We were talking about, of course, Monday is Labor Day, long weekend for you, for everybody, hopefully. And if you want to celebrate, how about a brand new adult beverage that you can make yourself at home?
Gatorwine. I'm just going to say it. It's Gatorwine.
Gatorwine. It's trending on the socials. We know that. And there is a specific recipe. You can't say, well, it's basically wine and Gatorade. But apparently you can't just put any old wine, any old Gatorade together, right?
Right. You just don't. Yeah. There is a specific recipe. You have to use equal parts light blue glacier freeze Gatorade.
Ugh.
And then any cheap. Now, this is where it gets me because I would have thought you would have put maybe white wine with it. But you are putting any cheap red wine that's less than $12 a bottle. And then you get the what?
Yeah, because I was thinking it'd be a cool color as well. But if you have red wine with blue,
It's going to be purple.
it already is kind of purple when it's red wine, isn't it? Sort of purpley. Okay, regardless.
Red wine.
I thought it was going to be with white wine as well because it's summertime too, so that light white wine.
Can I just do a little public service announcement since we're talking about drinking and the holiday?
And Gator wine, okay.
Please don't drink and drive. Have a designated driver. Be safe. There's no sense in anyone getting hurt because of drinking.
Or celebrate at home.
Celebrate at home. Get an Uber. Whatever.
All of the above.
Just be careful, please.
Thank you, Jen Pirak.
You're welcome.
Happy National Beach Day.
Yeah.
Beach Day.
I like the beach so much, especially a lake beach.
Right. So this is, I don't know if it's every single August 30th or if it's the last Friday in August or whatever, but it is National Beach Day. So that begs the question.
Well, it would beg the
It
question,
doesn't beg it.
where are you going to the beach to celebrate? But no, we're taking it to a different level here
Go
on
for
the
it.
Curt and Jen podcast.
You have the data.
There's a poll that found 30% of people, so that would be 1 in 3, is that about
3
right?
and 10.
3 and 10,
Also
yeah,
1 in
3 and
3,
10.
yeah.
Okay, have gotten it on at the beach before.
All right.
Have you had sex on the beach?
The drink or
I've had the drink.
Right.
I've not had the action. Have you?
No, that's I would be concerned about multiple parties. Well, there'd be 2 people getting sand in places they don't want to get
Sandy
sand.
cracks. I'm
And other
worried about
stuff.
sandy
Right.
cracks.
But 30% of people have actually, yes, they've
Said,
done it on the
"Yeah,
beach.
baby."
And another 40% say, I haven't, but I'm up for it.
Would you?
I think so.
Would Dana?
No.
So you're out then. You're
Yes.
not doing that.
You're right. That's not
Dana
going to
would
happen.
never?
You know what? You never say never, but I would think, what about you and Mr. Pat?
I think that Pat would be too concerned about getting caught.
I think that would be the big thing for most people.
I think that he would be up for it if it was a guarantee that we would not get caught. But if he would not, no. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well,
I don't know.
There's only one way to find.
All right. Well, happy National Beach Day. Maybe you drink a sex on the beach and just visit the beach and not actually have it.
Keep those thoughts in your head, right?
Or, I don't know. Whatever. This is nice for when we're going to talk about what?
Oh, the music?
Yeah.
Okay.
Music is nice.
We know that this is not new news. This has been done before, but we thought, hey, you know what? We're going to throw that out there to see what Curt and Jen in the morning listeners and viewers might come up with.
People had a lot of things to say. So we did this. We covered this yesterday, right?
A little bit yesterday. It's the whole thing they had. This was on, it's been on the internet before, obviously, where, people would say, I fell asleep in my, Neil Diamond t-shirt and I woke up with Sweet Caroline or whatever.
Oh, that's a good one.
Was it?
Did you because you woke up with a woman.
Okay.
Sweet Caroline.
Yes. So, and you've probably heard these before, but we were like, hey, you guys can do as good, if not better. And you did. So we asked, what would you use? I fell asleep in my blank t-shirt and woke up with whatever.
So Lori said, I fell asleep in my she had a lot of them. Mm-hmm. I fell asleep in my Barry Manilow t-shirt and woke up at the hottest spot north of Havana at the Copacabana.
That was a long one, but good. How about Lori also said, I couldn't find my PJs. That's a good start. I couldn't find my PJs, so I slept in my U2 t-shirt. When I woke up, I still hadn't found what I'm looking for. PJ.
That's a really good one. I slept in my Judy Garland t-shirt and woke up somewhere over the rainbow.
Nice.
That's nice.
Jody Lynn said, slept in my Duran Duran t-shirt and woke up hungry like the wolf.
Okay. I slept in my Depeche Mode t-shirt and woke up
to blasphemous rumors. That's, I love Depeche Mode and I know that song. You would recognize it if you heard it.
I would.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I believe so.
Okay. And then Randy, our buddy Randy, slept in his Jethro Tull t-shirt and woke up with
Locomotive Breath.
Didn't even know. I barely even know Jethro Tull.
It's an awesome name for a song, and it is actually a song.
It's actually a song. Okay, great. Thanks.
That's all that I had. It actually is a song.
Okay. All right. Well.
All right.
We're talking,
I got to play. I got a new song for you here.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
We're talking plants.
This was also, we mentioned earlier, Lori. We were a little surprised. She has 55 plants in her house plants.
So, yeah, here's the deal. I was over there the other night, and I was noticing her plants. I'm like, oh, my gosh. How many plants do you have in your house?
The answer?
55.
55 plants.
How does she know? Because she has it on an app. And she has names for them, and she talks to them, and it takes her over an hour to water them, and they're in every room, and I love her so much for that.
And let's start with this because we actually talked to Lori and asked her about what's the thing with the plants? 55 plants, you have names for all of them, and she actually had some important things to say.
I just love them.
Mm-hmm.
I love that they bring a little bit of nature inside my house. I love that they help to clean the air. They just bring me joy.
We want to hear their names.
So a couple of my houseplants that I really love, I love all of them, but Daphne, the Dieffenbachia, is one of my favorites. Yes, I have funny names for some of them, like Sideshow Bob.
Sideshow Bob, that's hilarious.
He looks like Sideshow Bob from The Simpsons with his hair kind of going everywhere. Sometimes I name them after the plant that they are. I've got a lily and a fern. I have a Jack that's Jack and the Beanstalk. I might just have an addiction. Every time I go into a store, I want to buy another one.
There you go.
Well, hello.
Every time she wants to go to the store, she wants to buy another one. That was bizarre.
It is bizarre?
No, not that she wants to buy another one. I think that actually she knows what she loves, and she's not ashamed to admit it.
And they have great benefits that come with it. That's the thing. And I got to name 3 of them, by the way.
What's that?
So there are 3 sitting on her coffee table, and she's like, I just got these. I haven't named them yet. I'm like, oh, can I name them? And she's like, well, what are your ideas? And I said, well, there's 3 sitting here, so I feel like they should be Jack, Christy, and Janet.
From Three's Company.
The old show Three's Company. And she liked it. And so It is so.
So it is so.
So it is so.
Thank you for that, Lori. And I do like the Sideshow Bob thing. The leaves are all over the place. But
know.
we also heard from others.
Well, several said they don't have plants because they are a black thumb. Like
That's true.
Patrick, he's just like, no, I'm out.
Jenny, she says,
I love this.
I call them all. Please don't die and stay strong.
I replied to that comment on Facebook, by the way, saying, hey, me too.
Good name. Good name.
And then Shelly said, I'm a plant grandmother. Her son Liam loves plants. She said she really tries hard not to kill them. He buys her plants. He brings them home from college. He's in the plant club. And so Shelly says she tells them, sorry, I don't... Wait.
She doesn't I tell them sorry and don't overwater them and beg for forgiveness if they try and die. It's stressful.
Plants are stressful.
Well, that's not... They're not supposed to be stressful. They're supposed to be, relaxing.
So Amanda might beat Lori, but I bet they're about tied if Lori really went through and counted all hers. But Amanda...
60 indoor plants.
Plus a huge garden outside.
Yeah.
And if you go to our Facebook page, Curt and Jen in the Morning on Facebook, she posted a picture of her plants. It's amazing. It's a wall of plants.
Wall of plants.
It's beautiful.
It is, yeah. But she must have I don't even have a big enough house for all those plants, I don't think. Not on one wall, that's for sure.
You do, Curt.
Not on one wall. Would I have to get rid of guitars and stuff? I don't want to do
Yeah,
that.
that's not.
Becky says, I'm not a plant person. We have a couple of Christmas cactus plants, and I forget they exist. Actually, I need to go home and verify they're still alive.
Whoopsie.
Cactuses are hard to kill, aren't they?
Did you ever figure out how many plants you had? You said you were going to count. Did you or no?
I did not, but I'm going to say probably 20.
That's kind of a good number.
Oh, wait.
I mean,
just
I only
inside
have
or
6.
altogether? Okay.
Just inside.
There's one right there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, probably 15 to 20.
Nice.
Of course, that's all Dana. That's not me.
Yeah.
Yeah, she knows what she's doing. How about Bree says, I have a lot. A couple have names. My giant monstera is named Monster.
I know Bree, and I forgot she has a crap ton of plants. Mm-hmm. I've seen some of them.
What about
yes.
Sonia? She
This is awesome. She said 7 years ago I was buying plants, and the cashier said, getting some new friends? And she replied, yes, because I killed my last friends. Shh, don't tell them.
Nice.
That's awesome.
How about Taryn? Taryn, if I really counted, probably close to 30. Some have names. If it comes naturally, I do catch myself talking to them sometimes during waterings or when they need special attention.
So I'm going to mention this. I used to work with Taryn, and she had plants on her desk, and they would thrive. When she gave me, like, I forget what you call it when you take part of the plant and then replant it and then it grows. You know what I'm talking about?
Is it called replanting?
No, it's not.
Okay.
You take a piece of the plant and then it develops into a whole nother plant.
Okay.
Anyway, she did that for me, and it lasted, I don't know, maybe a month, and that might be generous.
Jen Pirac.
I know. I just don't. I don't know.
Not your thing. Well,
I need to talk to them more. Maybe.
we are still looking for your names for your plants. If you are so inclined to comment here or anywhere, any of the platforms, yeah. Because I so far I still think that Sideshow Bob, for me, is my favorite.
Isn't that awesome?
It's totally awesome. Yes.
Fun Facts Friday.
It is Fun Facts
Time to learn
Friday.
a little something for some useless knowledge. It might come handy for trivia night.
Well, that's true. Every Tuesday night we do trivia night. Yeah. So this you may actually learn something, and you might say, "Huh, I did not know that," and never remember it again.
Like the biggest city with no freeways is Destin, Florida.
Fort Walton Beach, Destin's right by Fort Walton Beach. I guess Bend, Oregon is the second.
That's
no
close.
freeways going through Bend?
Are you thinking? There's not.
I guess not. Okay.
You have to take some side roads.
We've been to Bend before. This is funny. You
I
found
love this one. Beaver College had to change its name to Arcadia in 2001, in part because anti-porn filters blocked access to the school's website.
I don't get it.
Beaver College.
I don't get it. You don't believe me.
Curt, do you know why flamingos are pink?
Yes, they're pink because they're embarrassed.
Ba-dum-bum.
Why are flamingos pink?
It is because I didn't write it down. I know why. It's because of the shrimp they eat.
Oh.
All of the the algae in the shrimp make them pink.
Okay. You eat. I meant if we ate enough shrimp, we'd probably turn pink too.
Maybe.
Dolphin calves, the calves of dolphins, are typically born tail first rather than head first, so they don't drown during the birthing process.
Baby dolphins.
That's a
good
thing.
M&Ms are named after the businessmen who created them, Forrest Mars and Bruce Murray.
You know what? I never actually even stopped to think what M&M's was named for.
Me either, until right now.
Those
And
two
now we
guys.
know.
How about this one that you found, Jen?
Just 3% of bird species have penises.
That's good to know.
Just 3% of bird species.
That'll come in handy someday. There's actually a word for someone giving an opinion on something they know nothing about. We all know people that are, well, let me tell you something, blah, 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 blah. You're like, you have
What
no
do we
idea.
call those people?
An ultra-crepidarian. Someone who voices thoughts beyond their expertise.
Ultra-crepidarian.
That's the one.
Okay.
All right?
I like this one. The human body emits visible light, but it's not visible to the naked eye. Then is it visible light?
Then how do we know it's even visible light or there's any light at all?
I don't know. What do you have to wear? Those like heat sensor glasses? Like what would you wear to see it? If they say that the human body emits visible light, which I do love that so much.
Right, but if they say
it's not visible to the naked eye, then is it visible light?
light?
I'm going to go with no.
Questions. I like it. I'm going to go with no, too. It's not visible to the naked eye, so it's not visible light. Finally, ketchup was once sold as a medicine. We love ketchup on hot dogs and whatever.
Yeah.
It was prescribed
French
and
fries?
sold to people suffering with indigestion back in 1834. So I wonder if you're having a little indigestion, if you drink some ketchup,
No, just have some French fries with ketchup and your tummy will be better.
says Jen Pirak,
French fries is good for anything with some
sponsored
ketchup.
by the Potatoes Growers of Washington.
And Heinz.
And Heinz. Very nice. All right, we do have one more thing that we have to say for you here, which is what's going on this weekend.
And we are broadcasting live from the Seattle area. So this is what's happening in the Seattle area. And this is mega, especially for me and Curt, because in our hood, in Linwood, the light rail is opening today at 12:30 with a ribbon cutting.
Such a big deal. It has a ribbon cutting, yes.
It was one of those things that, when something starts being built, and you're like, well, when's that going to finish? And it's like, oh, in 2024?
Yeah, well, here it is.
That seems like so far away. Like, am I even going to be alive?
Linwood Light Rail opens today at 12:30.
That's
now,
huge.
We want to get out this weekend, and it looks like we've got nice weather for at least today and tomorrow, and then Sunday, I think it gets a little cloudier. Monday, maybe kind of gray. But Evergreen State Fair Monroe goes on through Monday. This is your last weekend for that.
Yep. You can do it at a trot. You can do it at a gallop. You can do it real slow so your heart won't palpitate. Just don't be late.
Do the Puyallup. Washington State Fair in Puyallup kicks off today, goes through September 22nd. You were excited about the fact they have a cow birthing area.
Yeah, I think it's a cow birthing barn, and you might, if you go by there, you seriously might see a cow being delivered, and I love that.
And you can also
guess it's
get
a calf being delivered.
Yeah. We had 2 calf stories today. $10 fair food on weekdays.
Fair meaning spelled F-A-R-E. What was it? I heard an interview about this with Stacy from the fair. She said that on weekdays that there's certain vendors that will be offering $10 on their something for $10 on the menu. It's kind of like the Bite of Seattle.
Why is it spelled F-A-R-E?
Because it's a fair.
Price?
It's a price. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're into that kind of thing, maybe you want to journey to Ellensburg. The Ellensburg Rodeo, state's largest rodeo, gets underway today as well. It's a bit of a drive, but if you like rodeos, this is a big one.
But there's also a carnival and live music and all the fun things.
And Ellensburg, which is fun in and of itself.
Yeah.
Movies. Nothing huge as far as I can tell. Of course, next, we just mentioned before, on Wednesday into next weekend, Beetlejuice opens. So you got to wait till Wednesday for that. But this weekend, you can go check out Reagan. A biopic about Ronald Reagan.
You knew
Dennis
about
Quaid.
this movie because you're like, oh, that's the one with Dennis Quaid. I'm like, yeah,
well, he
it
did
is.
a good job of looking like Ronald Reagan. So I saw an interview with him where he was saying also they questioned, is this a political movie because it's being released right now and all the things going on with the election and stuff? And he's like, no, actually, this was supposed to be released in 2022, but because of COVID, it got pushed back somewhat.
Oh.
So it has nothing to do with the election, but Reagan, the movie, is opening this weekend.
A few other movies, Slingshot with Casey Affleck and Lawrence Fishburne. You Gotta Believe with Luke Wilson, and 1992 with Tyrese Gibson and Scott Eastwood.
Amazingly, I shouldn't say amazingly, I cannot believe how many music acts we have this weekend. You can go see.
It's crazy. I mean, there is literally something for everyone. Foreigner is going to be at the Washington State Fair tonight. It's tonight, right? Yeah, tonight.
The 30th. Yes, all these are tonight. Flo Rida at the Evergreen State Fair. Going on all weekend long, both at the Gorge. You've got Dave Matthews Band tonight through Sunday. Metallica.
That's tradition. That's a Northwest tradition right there at the Gorge.
Every year with Dave Matthews. Metallica is at Lumen Field tonight through Sunday as well.
Tonight and Sunday.
Oh,
They got to take a break because they like bang their head so hard.
Well, my understanding with this tour is, I think it's this one where they're not repeating any songs. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I believe it was.
What do you mean?
Well, if you go on tonight, you're going to hear this set list, and if you go on Sunday, all different songs.
Metallica, brilliant marketing.
That's my understanding about that.
So that's at Lumen Field.
311 is coming tomorrow night at Marymore Park. I do like 311 a lot.
Yeah. Jelly Roll, this is huge. If you're a country fan, Jelly Roll.
Yep.
He's going to be at Climate Pledge. Lauren Daigle at the Washington State Fair in Puyallup.
This is all on Sunday.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's Sunday. No, that's tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
I'm sorry, tomorrow.
Okay.
It's Train and REO Speedwagon are at White River tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Bumbershoot tomorrow and Sunday, and of course that's That's another
Northwest tradition on Labor Day weekend.
At Seattle Center, you can go see Bumbershoot if you want.
There's so many musical acts there.
And there's still a few more.
So many.
Wiz Khalifa is here on Sunday at Puyallup.
Yep, and Happy Together. We weren't going to mention this because you're like, do you even know any of these? And I'm like, I do know
the Turtles.
I know the Turtles.
It was. Let me see. I'm trying to think.
The
of
Happy Together tour at the Washington State Fair.
Also, the Association. They had that song called Windy. Badfinger will be there. At least Joey Motlin, the lead
singer. Are you
singer.
singing or not singing? Windy.
Who's walking down the streets of the city?
Da, 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 da.
Also, the Cowsills will be there doing Indian Lake and Hair, which they are known for.
It's just, it's older, classic 60s music, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Okay.
And it looks like I just got rid of the rest of our
program?
Yeah.
Well, did we have anything else that we wanted to say?
I don't think so.
Let me find out for you.
No,
I'm going to find out. No, I think there was other things that we...
After the music?
After the music?
After all the music?
I don't know. Yeah, we're going to talk about what we're talking about on Monday.
That is important. You're right.
So hold the phone, everybody.
Yeah.
Things that are almost as awesome as bacon. I mean, we don't want to miss that. Things that are almost as awesome as bacon.
This
and
is
here's
to
why.
Think about over the weekend, right?
This is because we should say happy day before International Bacon Day.
That's tomorrow?
Because International Bacon Day is tomorrow. So we want to know on our Facebook page, or you can comment right here on the platform you're consuming this awesome show.
The top thing that you think that's almost as good as bacon?
Yeah, like some examples might be your mother-in-law canceling a visit for Labor Day weekend, or an airplane row to yourself, or maybe it's a Tinder date actually looking like their profile picture.
I like that one you also said. How about when you see like a super expensive exotic sports car like a Lamborghini pulled over on the side of the road by the Popo?
Yeah.
Somehow you kind of go, yeah.
So there's got to be something in your world that's almost as awesome as bacon. Although if you hate bacon, then everything will be more awesome than bacon.
That's true.
But I like that little thing.
So this is for the bacon lovers,
awesome.
Not exclusively, but particularly mostly bacon lovers.
I do love me.
What do you think is
bacon?
Almost as good as bacon.
That's
All
right.
There you go.
We hope you have an awesome Labor Day weekend. Be safe out there. Happy memory making to you. You want to say thanks for listening?
Thanks for listening. And enjoy the 3-day weekend. We hope you have some stories to share come Monday. We know that we will. And again, over the weekend, think about those things that are almost as good as bacon.
And these are very important words. Make good choices this weekend. Find some joy this weekend and spread some kindness this weekend.